Hello, I'm Megan Thornton, and tonight I'm going to talk about my fieldwork intervention that I have coming up in a few weeks. So I'm going to be working with the same student that I've been observing for this whole program, who I call M. He's a fourth grader at an elementary school in Alameda. And for my fieldwork intervention with him, I'm going to focus on communication and language. In my field work and observations, I have seen him. He has a lot of vocal and physical disruptions, but yelling out things, you hate me, you want me to run away, lots of things like this. And I think he does this because he feels frustrated, and he was trying to express how he's feeling. And sometimes I think it's also he wants to escape work. I think he wants to escape work because along with these outbursts also sometimes he'll run out of the class or things like that. So I think that communication and language will be useful for helping him say specifically what he needs and hopefully get it when appropriate, and do it with a lot less disruption in the classroom. So for the evidence-based practice I'm going to implement, I think it's going to be modeling. There were two that I was trying to decide between. I really like the sound of functional communication training, but I think since I'm not his classroom teacher and I'm not going to be able to be doing this every day with him all day, and I don't feel like I'm going to have enough training, modeling seems easier for me to utilize and implement at this stage of my experience and education and amount of time I'm going to have to spend with him. So I think it makes more sense for me to do that than to try to do the functional communication training, especially since I think that I'm going to be the one implementing it with him. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all his other teachers and paraprofessionals on board to do this. So I'm hoping that with modeling I can just help him see more examples of and get some practice with using appropriate communication and specifically asking for what he wants or specifically saying how he feels instead of these big outbursts. And to ensure fidelity, I think for myself, I will be able to ensure that I'm implementing it correctly, because I think I have a strong understanding of what the modeling should look like and what it should be. And I'm going to be taking notes, and I'm going to be making sure that I'm doing it as it's meant to be, implementing as it's meant to be done. I'm going to be the only one implementing it. So in terms of it's not going to be being implemented super regularly or every day, since it's the end of the school year, and I'm going to be going in, I think, 5 or 6 times for an hour or so at a time to work on this, but it won't be something that he's getting super consistently. So I hope that focusing on fidelity and how I can do that myself will be useful and helpful for him, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be across the board, that this is going to be implemented really regularly and strategically in a way that's going to really make a lot of super deep lasting changes. But I hope that it can help some, since that's what I have to work with right now. So I'm looking forward to getting a little more prepared and then doing the field work with him over the next few weeks.